Hey everybody, this is Matthew with Forging Your Legend, where we help people turn their toughest battles into their greatest legends. And today I want to talk to you about self-love. It's nearing Valentine's Day, and even if you're not into Valentine's Day, it's still a good opportunity to talk about love. So let's do that. There's a couple of points I want to make in this video. One should be common sense, but we often need to hear the common sense repeated, so let's do that. And then the second part of it is something that I don't feel like is common sense and needs to be understood by more people about self-love and healing. So, first off, self-love is one of the underpinning pieces of healing. You cannot progress past a certain point in healing without it. You can do all the consistency, all the right practices, all the changing of your environment, all the envisioning, and you're still going to come up short if you don't have at least some basic self-love. There's no such thing as perfect self-love. Only God's love is perfect, but you have to at least be trying earnestly to the best of your ability to care for yourself, to be there for yourself, to accept yourself, to forgive yourself. Even if you are simply trying the best that you can, that can sometimes be enough because it can grow from there. Without this, like I said, you're just only going to get so far in the healing process. It's going to stop you short until you learn this lesson. And you're not going to be able to receive love from other people, and arguably from God. Now, obviously, God loves you one way or the other, but whether you experience that is another question. So now here's my second point. A lot of people associate self-love with warm, fuzzy, comforting stuff. And that can be self-love, taking time to be out in nature, looking at the trees and flowers, getting a massage, doing a breathing exercise, taking a day off. This is all self-love, or it can be. But self-love is not just that stuff. It can also be very messy. It can be strange. It can be very different from what you and other people expect it to look like. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is an exercise in your firmness and toughness and resolve. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is to keep showing up when it seems like you are not getting anywhere, but you don't feel like you have a choice. So you just keep showing up the best that you can anyway. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is to walk away from something that is truly, truly wrong for you, even when it scares the living hell out of you. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is to honor feelings that nobody else understands or thinks that you should be feeling. That doesn't mean that you throw them at everybody else and make them responsible for your feelings, but you do what's necessary for you, regardless of what anybody else says. It might mean anger. It might mean messy grief. It might mean making mistakes. If you make them in good faith with a good heart, sometimes that's just part of the process. So self-love is really a radical, explosive, powerful thing. People who practiced true, deep love were often considered radicals in their time. Like Jesus. He was a major disturber of the peace as far as the status quo went. And so your self-love, like I said, it's not about anybody else holding it for you, but it's also not supposed to be pretty all the time. Sometimes it's firm, sometimes it's passionate, sometimes it takes up space, sometimes it makes decisions others don't agree with. So self-love, in essence, is empowerment. It's agency. It's knowing how to say no. It's knowing when to be in a negative that is actually helpful to you. So I'll let you take that and consider it and ponder it and see what that looks like for you. But I hope you found this helpful. And I hope that you're having a beautiful month. And if you need help with this stuff, just please reach out. You can find me at forgingyourlegend.com. I do one-on-one coaching, and I'm working on a video program right now. We'll see when that comes out. And I would be very grateful if you leave this video with a share, a subscribe, like, follow, comment, whatever. And please make it an amazing day. Love yourself fiercely because you deserve it. I believe in you. Take care.